Oh my gosh, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Good, we're here seeing crime. Hello everyone and welcome. I'm Zelda Kelly and this is Seeing Crime, and we almost have an emergency. Almost have an emergency, and I don't know if many are thinking about this. But before we begin, I really need you to push that like button. Please put your DNA on there for me. And if you're new here, welcome. If you will subscribe, I would really love it. We have a giveaway at 7,000 subscribers. We're getting up there to that point, and I would really love to have you in to participate. Now, this is an emergency, I feel, because something happened that maybe not too many were thinking about. And it has to do with Josh Levy. Josh Levy was a pick by Biden. He is a Democrat. Josh Levy is in Massachusetts. Well, we have Donald Trump, who is now the president-elect. What's going to happen with Josh Levy? With the feds? What's going to happen? How does this affect the Karen Read case? It just might. So let's get into it. I have the Mythic Tarot we know gravitates to Karen Read. The Kipper, we're going to lay a foundation. The Piotnik deck, I have the hidden cards, and really anything else that we can come up to give us some answers. And I'm adjusting my light because it fell. We've got some energy here. Let's go. So putting all of these to the side, and we're going to get started. Yeah, I thought about this. While I was watching the election, I thought about it, and I thought, oh. Then when I got up today and I recovered a little bit and I've been meditating on it, I need to include you in on this. So my darlings, let's see what's going to happen with Josh Levy and this investigation with Karen Read and Sandra Birchmore. So 2 of these cases that we know of, there may be more, may be affected because of a political party. We know that Morrissey is a Democrat. Now, I'm just saying how these things work. I'm not picking sides, okay? So, but the one thing I am picking are cards, and I want to disclaim this and just basically say, look, this is for entertainment purposes only. There is no reason for any of us to get upset because I'm not law enforcement. I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a doctor. I'm a card reader. So let's see where the energy goes, and then everybody can have their own opinion because this is mine based on what the cards have to say. And this card kind of popped out at me. Listen. I have to laugh. An official person, and we're talking about Josh Levy. Okay, we're on the right path, my darlings. We're on the right path. Here we are. And I have somebody that's coughing behind me. You can hear that, so it's not paranormal. The main male. Look who that looks like. That looks like Officer John O'Keefe in my idea. All right. But we've got also, we're not going to forget Sandra Birchmore. A mature male. I would say that's Morrissey. Or, no, this could be President-elect Trump. We're going to see. We're going to see. This is how this goes. This is why I use 2 decks of cards. Because we need to know the community, absolutely. And I may pick one more as we go along. And I think we will. I think I will. Let's put these out. Wait, hello. Put those here. Yeah, we've got a lot of players here, my darlings. We've got a lot of players. Josh Levy for sure. I believe that this is Officer John O'Keefe, and this is President-elect Donald Trump. And of course, the community is definitely considered in this for both Sandra Birchmore and Karen. You know, they're both very important. Main female. I think that's Sandra Birchmore. I'm going to tell you, we're going to cut one more. Toil and labor. Great fortune. Okay, my darlings. You pretty much know, I've pointed out these cards already. The toil and labor means that there's a lot of work that has gone into these two cases. Minimum. We don't even know what else they're looking into, because bottom line is they're looking into the corruption. The cases benefit the involvement of the feds. That's how this works. Because they can't really get involved because these are not federal cases. However, the corruption was on a federal level, if that makes sense. Yes, a can of worms and definitely a puzzle. Here come the Mythic Tarot. My. And while I'm shuffling, have you had a card reading with me? Because if you'd like one, please click in the description below. I can do a card reading for you, send you the link, you ask me a couple questions, you pick your reading type that you want. You can do a life path, you can do questions. Now back to this. Thank you. Ace of Swords. The Knight of Wands. This is getting interesting. The Knight of Pentacles. Even more interesting. Let's put this over here and make room for our friends. Eight of Wands. Now, before I go any further, I did watch the Supreme, ooh, baby, on the Double Jeopardy motion today in front of the Supreme Court. And when I heard the Double Jeopardy, I'm thinking, do, 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 do. You know, Jeopardy. I'm going to do a reading on that, and I'll put that one out as well. But this is important. Josh Levy, he's our man. If he can't do it, who can? It's like that little rhyme. Here is the Ace of Swords. She is ready, but this is communication. It shows that she's either walking out of a battle or preparing to get in one. I would say that this is Josh Levy's energy, that he has been in this battle, but you see this is an ace and it becomes a timing card. So yes, it has everything to do with the timing now. Because how this will work, now I'm not an expert on this, but this is my opinion and based on my own personal knowledge. Please do me a favor and ask your favorite legal beagle or ask someone in the know, more than me, but as far as I know, the inauguration will be in January, right around the 6th, and then all of these appointments will start coming in February. So how does that affect Josh Levy? Or does it? Okay, the Knight of Wands. This is preparing to, do you see the action on this little Pegasus horse here? The wands are always fire, the knights are always action, and this rider is getting ready to light a fire under it. He is seeing exactly what it is that is going on. This is preparing for a new project. The Knight of Pentacles, another action card, and money. Yes, there is money. It costs money to put these people in place. It costs money for in these investigations. People, the community pays, the taxpayers pay, just like they're paying Hanky Panky Brennan. In my opinion, that's his name, but it just like they're paying Brennan. This is all based on a much bigger level, a federal level. But here we go with this Eight of Wands. And we saw this yesterday. This also is a fire element. This is basically, look, this is the momentum that's coming into this. And out of the blue comes communication. You know, these little dolphins are considered not fish. They are considered mammals. So they're on a much more intelligent level and they can understand things. And that's why with going forward, this Eight of Wands can bring news, communication out of the blue. And the fiery aspect of this makes it hot on the press. No pun intended. Now, I want to set out a couple of these Piotnik decks, or cards rather. Lots of energy today. The Death card. Now, I can read that in several ways, and I know that you can too, but we're going to look into this so we're not going down a rabbit hole, okay? And I know you appreciate that message. And Fortune. I see where this is going. And here is my hypothesis. Here are the findings of the cards. And then I'm going to lay these out to maybe confirm. The DOJ, if there is a different appointment to Josh Levy, and we don't know terms of Josh Levy yet, okay, because everybody has a term. But the DOJ most likely would be stepping in and advising in some capacity. I feel if there's going to be a different appointment other than Josh Levy, things would remain the same. However, I also feel that things may ramp up a bit because the new guy, if there is a new guy, which I think there may be another appointment coming in, and if that happens, Josh Levy will advise the new person, the new head of the feds. I'm going to call him that because I like that. He's going to advise of Sandra Birchmore's unaliving, the end of that particular situation. And then this will lead on to a conversation with Officer John O'Keefe and what's going on and the corruption therein. I can tell you, if anything, it will not hurt, but it definitely may help if Josh Levy is removed. Now, I'm going to say I don't think he's done anything wrong. I don't think any of that sort of thing, but we have to face it, terms and political parties. But what happens here? So I'm going to lay out some more cards. So I want to know, we want to know, spirits, guides, and angels, is Josh Levy staying? Or will he get another political appointment? Because we know Morrissey is a Democrat. We know that Levy was appointed by President Biden. We're going to see what happens here. It's showing that there will be a change in the venue. Will it be a successful change? Yes. This is a business success card, but also meaning that you can go on with the 6 and the 8. You know, I view these legal matters as business because there's literally there's no room for emotion. There's no room or rules or laws against morals, There's no laws against any type of thing. It's based on laws and sometimes not even the facts. So here's what I'm going to say. My hypothesis of these cards and what this is reading. Bad health, change, okay. Occupation. Okay, my darlings, I'm going to put this to the side. Now, as we know, and look, number 34 is out. This bad health card does not mean that someone is going to have bad health, and I do not predict that, and I'm not saying that about Josh Levy. But what I am saying this is a pretty sick case. This situation and the circumstance is extremely unhealthy and very sick. And it came to the unaliving and homicide of 3 people. That's Officer John O'Keefe, Sandra Birchmore, and her little sweet baby. There will be a change eventually. There will be a change based on this occupation. There will be a change with Josh Levy. But I do not want you to worry, because I believe that the change is going to be just as good, if not better. And justice will be served for all of these people and even more. Because quite frankly, coming in with this new administration, they're going to really look at Morrissey. Oh. You've not seen this card before, have you? This is also the sign of Scorpio. And no, I don't want to hear any about that. It doesn't mean death. But what this can also mean, because, I mean, hello, this is the subject of the conversation, the homicides of these people. But what this also can mean is that there is an abrupt end. There's something that is harvested and abrupt that is coming, that people are dragging their feet on, and all of a sudden there's a change in administration, and boom. I think it depends on what the term is of Josh Levy, and I've not looked because sometimes I don't want to look because I don't want to influence any of the cards. The 5 of Swords basically saying, okay, this is a communication card. This is the card that says, you see, I have the swords, you don't any longer. So we've got to work this out. And I think that this, he's going to, what do they say in those Renaissance movie? They pass the baton. I think that he will be passing the sword, if you will. The 8 of Pentacles. Yes, I can see where this is going because they want to maintain the consistency, the integrity, and the character of this case. So don't worry. At first it can be a little upsetting. Don't worry. Justice will prevail for these sweet people. Justice will prevail. Yep, and there will be a message. We will know it. There will be a message coming. And I got to tell you this. I work with a lot of corporate people, a lot of legal people, a lot of different people. And things have just almost come to a corporate stop in the last 30 days, waiting on the election to see who would be winning and what administration would be taking over based on what laws they know will be happening, clear down to taxes and finances, corporate filings, because laws change with administrations. So I think there will be a message come, my darlings, and this will not stop the integrity of what Josh Levy has started. I think we need to give him some kudos, because if it weren't for him, Matthew Barwell would not be in prison, and there's many more to come. We're going to see that now. You're going to see it start kicking up now. And this is why. Thanks so much, everyone, for watching. I sure do love you being here. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give me a thumbs up. And hang tight, because there's more videos that YouTube would want you to see that I've done. In the meantime, keep watching for my Karen Reed Supreme Court case reading. Thanks again, everyone. I love that you're here. Don't worry. It's all working out. Talk to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you so much for the Seeing Crime members, Zeldinators, and Tarot Crime Lab techs. If it weren't for you, well, I wouldn't know what to do. But thank you so much for your support. I appreciate you.